What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon, and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about Queen's Hope by EK Johnston. So this is the final book in EK Johnston's Padme trilogy, and honestly, I can say that I am happy that it is the final book. I will say it again, personally, I do think Queen's Shadow is actually a good book. I do think it's well written. I liked the story of it, the ending, not so much, but for the most part. And then we got Queen's Peril, and it wasn't the same. It really felt like it was just Phantom Menace with like a ton of holes in it. I think you can really tell that EK just like wanted to be telling a different story, and I don't know why she wasn't just telling that specific story. But nevertheless, you know, it was there. It was fine, whatever. That was also around the time that EK Johnston started to say a lot of things on social media that personally I just don't agree with. However, I was given the opportunity to go ahead and read Queen's Hope, so I thought, you know what, like, we've come this far, might as well finish it out. Honestly, Queen's Hope is fine. I mean, it's okay. It's not really anything special. Honestly, nothing in particular stood out to me. I think coming off of Queen's Peril, it's better than Peril, for sure, but it just isn't the Padme book that I think any of us were wanting, and it's also not the Padme book that I think we deserve. I was really nervous about this being after Padme marries Anakin, especially the wedding being in this book, just knowing the author's stance on like the Annie Dahlia ship. And for the most part, like, it was okay, but it's very low YA. There's not a lot of emotion behind it. Anakin and Padme actually don't spend a whole lot of time together in this book. There's a lot of them, you know, thinking and talking about each other, but they don't actually interact that much in this story, which honestly was probably for the best. But in a story that was, you know, married Padme, I really wanted to see more of her balancing her married life, you know, her secret life with her senator life. And that's just not what we get at all. The actual plot of this book, I don't really grasp what it was. It felt very paper thin. There was something going on with the Trade Federation. There's still stuff going on with Sabe trying to free slaves on Tatooine. To be perfectly honest, I honestly think that this series should have been from Sabe's perspective. The entirety of it should have been about Sabe. It should have been about her relationship with Padme. It should have been about her like outgrowing being a handmaiden, because that stuff was really compelling. And I feel like the author wanted to be telling that story, but she got so hung up on telling the story about Padme and Padme being her favorite character that it just gets kind of messy and kind of lost. And for that, I think these stories just really suffer. There's also a bit in this book that doesn't sit super well with me, and this might be a little bit of a spoiler, but she's already shared fan art of it on her Twitter, so it's probably okay. There is a transsexual clone in the story, which I want to be so excited about, but it is such a throwaway scene. The character is mentioned once and then never again. I don't think they actually say her name in the story either. It's just so, you know, give me girl boss points that I almost forgot about it as I was continuing the story. And that's not what we want. Like, that is such a huge deal, and it's just such a throwaway section of the book. So I want to be excited with everybody about this representation, but it just feels so hollow that it doesn't sit right with me. Overall, I am happy to be done with Queen's Hope. I am giving this book just a C, just a straight up middle of the road C, because like there's nothing inherently wrong with it. I don't really like EK's writing style in this book. I don't really agree with her takes so much as an author, but like as a book, it was there. And I read it and it was fine. You know, it was just an okay story, but overall it's just disappointing to me that we've been needing these stories about Padme for so long and they just fell really flat. So I'm not sure what their hopes are for Padme in the future, but I am hoping that we still get more books from her perspective and that hopefully they'll be just a little bit more impactful. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Talk Books with me every week. That's everything I got for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.